I would say that's quite accurate. The information in this film has been gathered from mostly Mr. Snowden, but from books and conflicting journalist record, as well as the journalists. But essentially, Mr. Snowden told us things that he was never told before, and we put them in the movie in a dramatized fashion. And one day, I think people will fully understand what it is, the information, because it's pretty heavy. Right. It's about surveillance, about drone warfare, and about cyber warfare. But going back and understanding the man, who he was in 9 years before in 2004, ending in 13, you see his life and why he did it, which is crucial. Also, you see his girlfriend, which is an important part of that life. Without her, I don't think he would have revealed. I think it kept him human. I think it's very hard to stay human inside that NSA agency. Well, actually, it was something like that because when I met Snowden, I came back and I offered it to Joseph, who I didn't know. But he seemed like him, looked like him, and felt like him. A very kind of desk clerk demeanor, pallor, sort of a blandness to it. And yet inside, very principled and very determined. Well, thank you. That's a subjective opinion, of course, but I like the actors. A lot of them came from Germany. No, a lot of them came from Britain with American accents because it was a tight film to make on the money. It was turned down by every American studio, so we really didn't have. We depended on Europe to make the picture in Germany and France. So yeah, the actors came from very traditional British actors, sometimes with an accent. We found a nice group. We went around the world for the picture, yeah. No, it was a hard one because we had limited funds and we had to make everything count. So we shot in Munich because we felt warmer and more welcome there. And then when we moved to Washington, we shot right outside the White House with Obama. He was there that day. And I would imagine his nightmare when he sees Snowden walking in front of the White House like that. It was like, and then of course we shot in Hawaii because that's where he ended up climactically working at the most intense point of his career. So Hawaii was crucial, including, we shot close to the house he was in with his girlfriend, and then finally in Hong Kong because we shot in the real hotel where he met with the journalists, and then we moved on back to Munich and then on to Moscow where we ended the movie. At first, I would say paranoia, definitely. As we got to know each other better over the course of 9 visits, it loosened up a bit. He didn't seem to be ultra paranoid at that point. He felt comfortable there, and I think the only issue was really making the movie. And if the American companies don't want to finance it, the issue is how are we going to. If we're going to be in Germany, we feel warmer there, more accepted to him, to what Snowden did. And we just took normal precautions. We encrypted what we thought was the script, for example. We never sent it out in one piece. We always cut it up. And we checked our lines, our offices in Germany and US. And we painted, we made sure that no one ever had a copy of the full script. And during the making, no huge problems at all, except maybe the lack of sponsorship. No, it sounds like a spy novel. We made this film realistically. No, they left us alone. I don't think they're worried about a movie. I think a movie comes and goes, and I think that they have the ability to repeat the message over and over again. He's a traitor, this, that, he's a spy. I was so happy. I was worried about so much. It was a difficult film to make. And we finally finished it. Oh my gosh. I'd like to get back to that moment. It was special. It was a hard shoot, though. I mean, it kind of wore us down. In fact, I'm still tired from it, as you can see.
Right.
I can't tell you specifically because I don't know what your Thai government is up to. But you, because you're definitely in this, let's call it, you're definitely an ally, so to speak, of the United States. You should be aware of some things about what this global overreach is about and what cyber warfare is about. In other words, if Thailand were to no longer be an ally in American terminology, you may very well have malware here planted in Thailand, which can blow up at any point on you, because that is the technique very much the United States uses. You got to keep them hostage. Once you're with us, you can't go against us. Think about it. The implications of that. Well, it's true. You guys, go back to the Vietnam War. I think the United States got a hold of you, and they forced you to take the air bases we put here. I don't think it's a pretty picture in the end, but I think it's the way the world works right now. Thailand has decided to throw its weight with the largest superpower. Not really. I worked at it very hard because it's also, a responsibility to take his words that he's giving us, which he hadn't given anybody else, and to use them well, not to waste this. It was never intended to be a frivolous spy movie. This is the real thing, and what you're seeing is as close to it gets as to what it's like when you do this kind of stuff.